3 younger siblings. They are all Gen Z. They're all queer. They're all in serious relationships. And they are all so disappointed in me. Every time I start dating another straight white guy. They're like, come on, Taylor, fuck the patriarchy. I'm like, you guys, I'm literally fucking the patriarchy. Do you know how hard it is to continue dating straight men when you are surrounded by 3 queer relationships up close? Queer relationships are the most beautiful, thoughtful, creative things I've ever seen in my life. My sister and her partner are in a romance novel. Every time I talk to them, I'm like, hey, I know you had a hard week at work. You doing okay? And she's like, yeah, I did. So to cheer me up, my partner got me my favorite snack in a limited edition flavor. They got me a little vial of sand from the beach we went to on our first date. And you know how I always wanted an easy bake oven growing up and never got it? They found one on eBay. I'm like, oh my God, are they cheating on you? She's like, what? No, they just listen to me when I talk and remember things I say. And I'm like, what? No, go through their phone. This shit stinks. Go through their phone, trust me. She's like, okay, how are you and your boyfriend doing, Taylor? I'm like, oh, we're good. My boyfriend bought me a hot dog because he wanted one, and I was there too. You had to be there. It was so romantic. He was like, what? Sorry, too, I guess. You were doing ventriloquism on a mission trip? So you weren't saving people, the dummy was saving people. And how many ventriloquists went on this mission trip? 5 or 6 ventriloquists. I mean, were you part of a church? Okay, or were you just like a group of ventriloquists? And one of you came in and you're like, hey, I have an angle for us to go on tour. You put on shows, or did you just walk around door to door? Say hello to my little friend. He has information about the afterlife. Okay, so you're not a Christian or a ventriloquist anymore. That seems to be for the best. Someone died on the trip? One of the ventriloquists? Yes? Were they older? Or was God like, fucking stop? You're embarrassing me. I'll be honest. If I were God, I'm not. If I were God and I saw a group of ventriloquists go out on my behalf, I'd be like, no, strike one down every day until they cut that shit out. That's not part of my brand, ventriloquism, okay? I did the bush thing one time. One time I talked through the bush. It wasn't some guy named Happy Fuck or whatever they're doing. I had one little run-in with ventriloquism, and then I went, this is dumb, and I stopped. So do you see me talking through bushes anymore? No, because I realized it was lame. Kill another one. I'm sorry. Were they friends of you? Okay. I just don't want to be somebody who has kids before I'm ready to have them. I have a friend who told me in the next year she either wants to get a dog or have a baby. I'm like, if you think those are the same thing, you are not ready for either one. A dog or a baby? That's like saying, yeah, I'm either going to get a skateboard or my pilot's license. It's whatever I have time for. It is insane to me how easy it is to have and keep a baby. Like, if you get your appendix removed, they won't let you take it home. But if you have a baby, they're just like, here, you drop this. And you know there are days at the hospital, nurses look at each other like, are we gonna let this happen? They both have neck tattoos. One says fuck, one says babies. Either way they stand, it's bad news. Really? This is fine. This is fine with you. What were you gonna name her? Big Red after your truck. Yeah, we gotta do something. If you want to adopt a kid, you have to jump through so many hoops, but if you just have one, they're like, that's yours forever. No questions asked? That's insane. There's no exit interview on the way out of the hospital to make sure you're okay. Just like, hey, before we hand you a baby forever, can you put this metal bowl in the microwave for me? some of us not clapping, I encourage you to go home and try that. Nobody tell him. I'm ready to dump the guy I've been having sex with, exclusive but not in a relationship. I don't want to drive all the way to his house and waste gas or have him at my place. How do I break up with him?
That's fun. That's fun. Is the person sitting close?
Really?
Here?
Okay.
I feel like we can compose a perfect text.
You're gonna break up with him over wait, how long have you been having sex? You can't text.
That's text. Absolutely. That's
7 months.
Absolutely.
7 months. You're gonna break up with someone over text?
100%. So
no. That send
I
a voice note at least. Cheer if you think that's okay.
What? And these are your fans.
Cheer if you don't think that's okay.
Losers. The losers. I got it. I got the perfect text.
Okay.
We can't see each other anymore. You've got an amazing dick. Send.
Your dick is so good, I can't handle it. Be free.
He'll be happy. He'll leave that interaction happy. He'll show people.
That would never work on a woman. If someone tried to break up with me and was like, you have an amazing vagina, but yeah, I have to go. I'd be like, who the fuck is this? Must have been like, you know what? They got it after one ring, and I think that's impressive. Look, when people's phones ring, I never want to pick on them, because if my phone was ever not on silent, I would kill myself. If my phone ever made noise, they've suffered enough, I promise you. Whatever just happened for them internally, so much worse than anything I could do to them publicly. I really feel that way. That rang out loud. We all got nostalgic for a moment for landlines, didn't we? Who picks that as their ringer? All right, I'm sorry. I said I wouldn't say anything. But you know you can pick songs and stuff now. Now I'm just concerned. I'm looking everywhere because I don't know who it was, but I need whoever it was to know. You could put fucking Smash Mouth on there. You don't have to do the blah, 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 like we don't have to. This isn't 1962. We can have fun. After that, like what they want to happen to their body. Gemstone. Can you explain that to me?
Cremated ashes get turned into a gemstone.
Your cremated ashes get turned into a gemstone, and then what happens to the gemstone?
I have to wear it.
What's your relationship? You're happily married. Are you sure? I have to wear it. The last ugly piece of jewelry he ever gave me. His literal remains. All your friends are like, is that new? You're like, oh, yes, it's Bill. Well, what if you die first? What are you gonna make him wear? Like a big belt buckle? What are you gonna do? You're just so sure you're gonna outlive Monsieur Gemstone.
He's going first.
He's going first? Sounds like you're gonna kill him, so least you can do is wear his gemstone. I made the mistake of babysitting after I broke off my engagement, and that is not the time to be caring for someone with hope. I was so nervous. I'm always nervous to babysit. I don't want to ruin her life because, that's her parents' job. And so I just put on a Disney movie and I hid in the kitchen and I thought, we'll get through these 4 hours together. Halfway through the Disney movie, this little girl, she's 6 years old. She comes running up to me in the kitchen and she goes, Taylor, what does being in love feel like? And it's tough, because how do you even begin to explain love to a child that young? How do you even begin to explain romance and courtship? It's complicated. There's an app and you gotta download it and swipe. There's a whole resume you have to fill out, take a picture from a pier, Facetune it. That's another app, okay? But I didn't want to lie to her, and I wanted to relate it to something she would have understood, something that she would have experienced in her young life. So I thought about it, and I said, being in love is sort of like... Okay. Do you remember when you got lost at the grocery store? That was scary, right? But then do you remember how you felt when you finally found your mom? How safe and happy and relieved you were? And how you ran up to her and you grabbed her leg? And then you looked up and it wasn't your mom. That's kind of what it's like out here, yeah. You think you know somebody, turns out it's just some stranger with your mom's niece. Trust no one, swipe left. Have you guys ever gone out with somebody who tells you how crazy their ex is, and you're like, oh my God, your ex is a monster? And then a few months later, you're like, I might have been too hard on Rachel. I've been dealing with an unreliable narrator. Turns out Rachel is the protagonist. Don't get me wrong, I still think she's crazy. Game recognizes game. But she is the main character. Do you know each other's love languages? You know his? Do you know hers? No. Not even gonna try? I love that you're like, he doesn't fucking know. Just sometimes I'll mention that I like birdhouses and then he gets me a birdhouse. I just need you to hear this. That's the most beautiful thing I've ever heard in my life. That you mentioned you like birdhouses, which, like, no offense, that's weird. I like it, but it's weird. And this man you are married to, this is a man, remembered that you heard the word birdhouse, kept it in his head, and was like, she likes birdhouses, went out and got one. 3? Fuck you. Are you kidding? You built the birdhouse? Sorry, I'm just gonna see if I can change my flight to right now. I wanna go home. But I wasn't looking for a relationship. I was trying to have like a fun, sexy fling, which doesn't usually go great for me because I have this round, wholesome face that people think they should build a life with. Every time I'm like, we could bone or whatever, you guys are like, no, I'm all right, but you could meet my mom. Do you want to do that? You seem like you'd be better at meeting my mom than having sex, and they are not wrong, all right? I will meet your mom all night long. Moms like me so much for no reason. I was dating a guy years ago. We were totally on the rocks having problems. And I went to lunch with his mom hoping to get some advice. And halfway through lunch, she puts her hand on my hand and goes, you know, Taylor, my son's a lot like his father. And if I could go back in time, I don't know that I'd marry his father again. And I was like, are you saving my life in this Panera Bread right now? It was like a movie when an older character sacrifices themselves for the good of the journey. Like, she Gandalf'd me. She's like, fly, you fool! She was a bad mom and a bad wife, but such a good friend. Oh my God. Hoes before sons, am I right? I think about her every day. I knew that I was getting super healthy when I started talking to my therapist at the end of sessions, the way fuckboys talk to you at the end of dates. Where she's like, so when am I gonna see you again? And I was like, you know, next week's like super crazy for me. Can I just text you and let you know? And she's like, well, let's just get something on the books and we can change it later if you need to. And I'm like, I mean, I just don't want to disrespect your time like that. She's like, okay, but to be clear, you do want to see me again, right? I'm like, of course I want to see you again. Are you serious? You're amazing. You're like awesome. Of course I want to see you. I will text you for sure. And then I don't until like 3 weeks later when I'm like, hey, I got sad. Are you around? I can't help it. At the beginning of a relationship with a guy, I just assume anything nice he does is a move he pulls on everybody. And I'm not gonna fall for your choreography, sir. I'm like, oh, is this Is this your move? You open the car door for me on the date. This is like your move. This is how you do it. It's cute. Bet that works a lot. Oh, is this your move? You go with me to my grandpa's funeral, hold an umbrella over my head in the rain. This is like your move. This is how you do it. Like, oops, don't get wet. Oops, I am. Whatever. This ain't my first rodeo. I used to have 2 grandpas. Oh, is this your move? You die next to me in a hospital bed at 86 years old, holding my hand for all eternity? This is like your move? This is how you get pussy? He's like, we've been together for 60 years. I'm like, you're a fuckboy, and I know it. Don't bury me with this guy. He's been dying with other people behind my back. I can't prove it. Check his phone when he uses the bedpan.
Are you guys ready for your headliner this evening? Yeah, you guys know her from The Tonight Show and Conan in her Netflix special Quarter Life Crisis. Everybody make it loud for my friend Taylor Tomlinson!
Guys my age, not that careful. I don't know if any of you have tried to get a 20-something dude from a dating app to wear a condom lately, but it's sort of like trying to convince a 5-year-old to put a jacket on over his Halloween costume. It's like, no, you're gonna ruin it. You can't even see it. It's scary to just say you're bisexual, because then someone's always like, you fucking prove it. Here's a picture of Margot Robbie. Are you wet? Let me feel. Like, everyone's real aggressive about it. It's weird. You gotta, like, prove it to people. But I was asking my friend about it, and she goes, well, obviously sexuality is a spectrum. She watched Euphoria, too. But she goes, I know that I'm super straight because I could not go down on another girl. I think that's gross. And I was like, okay, let's think about this, Taylor. Why are you not going down on a girl right now? Is it because it's gross to you? And I was like, no, it's not that it's gross to me. It's that I really don't want to be bad at something as an adult. Okay? My brother is trans, my sisters are gay, and I identify as afraid. I am so afraid of failure. I can't even stick with new hobbies as an adult. How the fuck am I supposed to get good at... Getting good at going down on women to me would be like learning how to play the piano. I would love to have that skill. I would love to bust that shit out at parties, impress everyone, but I don't have the time or humility to sit down and learn new fingerings. I don't have it. I get halfway through Jingle Bells, I'm like, fuck, I suck. I should have started at 12. I'll never catch up. I already know how to play the clarinet. It is not my passion, but I have the respect of my peers. I have many years of experience under my belt, under someone's belt, under some belt. And when I was a kid, I didn't know there was another option. When I was a kid, they were like, you're a girl, you play clarinet. And I was like, what about piano? Could I play piano if I want? And they're like, sure, you can play piano if you want to go to fucking hell. What do you think the secret to confidence is?
Positivity.
Positivity? You said every T. That was... You reminded me. You reminded me how many T's were in that word. I was like, oh, I know I have low self-esteem because I'm just skipping letters. Positivity, okay. All right, Mary Poppins. Anyone else think they're really confident? Yeah? Yeah? What do you think the secret is? You can't say positivity.
Not giving a fuck what other people think.
Yeah.
Not giving a fuck what other people think. Yeah, 2 people are like, hell yeah. And everybody else is like, that's kind of my whole thing. Giving a fuck. I give every fuck. I give the fuck he doesn't give. I'm not one to waste a fuck, all right? I'll give it to you. I'll give it to anyone who asks. Can I get you a fuck? I have so many to give. That was less of a joke and more of a Dr. Seuss book. Growing up, he encouraged me to abstain from drugs and alcohol and sex and enjoyment. And I really took all of that to heart. Even today, I'm, as an adult, very sexually conservative. Not that I'm bad at sex, okay? I'll have you know in bed, I am a wild animal, all right? Yeah, way more afraid of you than you are of me. But I was abstinent all through high school. Didn't need to be. No one was trying to get in here. Didn't need to lock the door. No one even jiggled the handle, as it turns out. But I signed the papers, and people don't realize how scary it is being an abstinent teen girl, because friends of mine would be like, oh, I missed my time of the month. I'm pregnant. I missed my time of the month. I was like, oh, no, I'm carrying the Messiah. That's a lot of pressure. I don't know any carpenters. So, one of my siblings came out as non-binary, and so I've had to adjust my pronoun use for them, which has been really hard for me. No, I'm kidding. Can you imagine? No, truly, some people feel like that, though, and it's so easy to just change one word. But it is kind of hard in that, like, it's so easy, but you keep messing up. I've messed up so many times in front of them. I keep using the wrong pronouns, and I got so upset with myself the other day. I was like, why can't you just do this, Taylor? Why can't you just say they, them? Why do you keep fucking this up? And then I remembered that when I read the third Harry Potter book, I thought his name was Cyrus Black. And even after many people corrected me, it took me literally years to fix it and say Sirius consistently. So what I'm saying is, be kind to yourself. You're trying. You're just a fucking moron. I saw in my Instagram DMs that somebody came here and missed their stepdaughter's labor for this. Your stepdaughter's in labor right now, and you're here? His daughter. No, I know what stepdaughter means. He's like, well, it's his daughter. So, yeah, I'm gonna keep my tickets. Wait, okay, so it's your stepdaughter, your daughter is in labor right now? You right here?
Yeah, sorry.
Yeah. Oh. I'm not the one you need to apologize to. Wow. Okay. Is it her first?
Yes.
That should not make me feel as good as it does. I love my best friend's fiance. I think he's an amazing guy. If he died, would a little part of me be like, sleep over? Of course. Have you tried to explain the concept of empathy to a tall, handsome white guy? That is a delicate conversation. You're like, okay, imagine that you're me, but I'm not. Okay. Hard to argue, touche. Imagine that you feel how I feel, but I don't. Okay. Imagine that you could feel how I feel. I never will. Okay. Imagine you're a basketball player. Okay. What else? I like this game. Fine. All right. So in this analogy, you're a basketball player. And you're a really great teammate. How about that? You love your team. You're loyal to your team. You do everything for your team. And your team is not noticing. Your team is not appreciating you for all you do, for the MVP that you are. And this week, your team forgot your birthday. Now, how does that make you feel? That sucks. Yes. Try and get a hot guy to empathize is like trying to get a woman to come. They're like, nobody move! We're so close. It's a car alarm. It's a car alarm. Stay focused, please. Work so hard. He and I broke up because he cheated on me in my head, and I could not. Sorry, if you love me, you wouldn't even do it up here. Like, you wouldn't even put yourself in that situation. I dated a guy who was always mad at me because he's like, you never let anything go. You hold on to everything. You never let anything go. I'm like, dude, you're still mad at the Pacers for shit Reggie Miller did in the 90s. Can I be mad at what you did this morning?
Dad's a bong.
Your dad's a what?
A bong.
A bong? Oh, your dad's ashes are in a bong?
No, they are made into a bong.
They were made into a bong?
Yeah.
God, we are in Portland, aren't we? If you had put me in this room right now, and we're like, we won't tell you. If you had put a sack over my head, put me in a big suitcase, driven me around for 3 days, put me on this stage, and been like, guess where you are? And I had heard they turned my dad's ashes into a bong, I'd be like, Portland, Oregon. Was your dad a big weed guy?
He was a stoner my whole life, and I never got high with him because I didn't do drugs until I was 29. I died when I was 23. I never got to smoke with my dad, so I turned him into a bong. So I could smoke with my dad.
Again, if you don't like this story, you've had it too good. That's the most beautiful thing I've ever heard in my life. That's a fucking... I will say, though, the best time to date is immediately after a very painful breakup, because your standards are so low. Oh, after I broke off my engagement, I was like, wow, all I want to do is make out with someone who hasn't seen me crying in the tub. Like, that's all I wanted. I just wanted a fresh one who didn't know I was crazy to come in like, you're not like other girls. I'm like, not yet. Oh, you're sitting across from him at dinner while he talks about his ex. You're like, whoa, she sounds nuts. But in your head, you're like, we would be friends. Have you seen all these celebrities getting the buccal fat removal? Do you know what I'm talking about? Yeah, I was talking to a friend of mine about it. I go, did you hear about this buccal fat removal surgery? She goes, what is that? I go, it's when they take the fat out of your lower cheeks. And she goes, and put it where? And I'm like, nowhere. They take it out back and shoot it. Like, what are you talking about? Where do they put it? I don't know how I feel about plastic surgery because I was talking to a friend of mine about it and she goes, well, what don't you like about it? And I said, well, it's kind of cheating, right? And she goes, yeah, but so is makeup. Makeup's cheating too. And I was like, yeah, but there's a difference. You know, like, makeup is like writing the answers to the test on your hand, and a boob job is like sleeping with your teacher. Like, there's levels to it. And I'm not saying like, oh, that's wrong for you to do. Like, yeah, college is a scam. The grading system is bullshit. You go, girl. But I'm just too scared to do it. That's really what it is. Like, I don't think I would get plastic surgery because I enjoy being mad about it too much. Like, I think if you start getting work done, you don't get to be pissed about it anymore. These women who get plastic surgery and then they're like, the beauty standards are insane. We all need to just stop. We need to just overcome and be happy with who we are and love ourselves. And I'm like, okay, well, you first, bitch. Like, nut up, Katniss. Like, are you the Mockingjay or not? You can't be mad about this. You think you're Greta Thunberg and you're actually Leo DiCaprio. That's what the problem here is. I'm an amazing girlfriend if nothing goes wrong. If one thing goes wrong, it's a nightmare. Like, I'm like those spikes you drive over when you're returning a rental car. As long as we keep moving forward, everything's great. Have a nice day, bud. But if you back up even a little, I will slash all your tires. And you're like, that seemed excessive. And I'm like, what? 5 love languages are quality time, acts of service, words of affirmation, physical touch, and gifts. Gifts is really just there to weed out the assholes. If you ask somebody, what's your love language? And they say, gifts, you're like, got it. Here's what I've learned about the love languages. Your love language is just whatever your partner isn't fucking doing right now. Like, what's my love language? Standing up to your mother. That's my love language. Having my back. That's my love language. What's the last, worst opening line you've gotten on Tinder?
I'll cut your lawn for you.
I'll cut your lawn for you? Fuck, you're picky. That's a good one. If someone messaged me, I'll cut your lawn for you. I'd be like, okay, daddy, shit. Oh, is it like a sex? Does that mean something else? That just occurred to me right now. I honestly thought it was your line. I was like, that sounds really nice. I'm from Los Angeles. I was like, you have a yard? Like, sounds like he thinks you're doing pretty well if he thinks you have a yard with grass. Oh, hold on, that's crazy. I just want a guy who will be like, I'll water your plants while you're out of town. Oh my God, I need to raise my standards, but. Has anyone like dated a bunch of people and they all told you the same thing about yourself until you're like, okay, I should address that? Yeah? What'd you get?
I was shutting them down in arguments.
You were shutting them down in arguments. You mean winning?
You don't know Noah's Ark? Oh my God, are you serious? You're 12? Oh, fuck. You're 12? What are you doing here? You should not see my shit before Noah's Ark. Oh, no. Are you here with a parent? This is your mom? Oh my God, you're the coolest mom alive. I've only had like a few 12-year-olds ever see me live, and every time I'm like, I gotta go back to church. I gotta clean it up. This isn't good. You're 11? If there's a 10-year-old here, I'm walking off. 11? You should not be here. You should be at home waiting for your Hogwarts letter. What the fuck? You got a parent with you? What? Okay, well, we're going lower. 13's fine. You should know how the world works. I take it back. I'm not doing any more afternoon shows. I take it back. I didn't know y'all were gonna treat it like a daycare. I didn't know. I thought this was like a fun, sexy brunch crowd. I didn't know we were coming here instead of the park.
Love your outfit, by the way. Those pants are awesome.
Thank you so much. This feels like a weird dream I had when I was 12, where I'm like, I was on Kelly Clarkson's talk show, and there were people there, but they were on screens, and like, I don't know, and she watched me do stand-up. It was weird. Like, I listened to your albums obsessively when I was a kid. Like, I used to listen to you, like, on a Walkman.
Oh, I had a Discman, girl.
Yeah, right?
Yes.
I mean, I got an iPod.
Wait, I'm like a decade older than you. You had a Discman?
I did, well, my parents didn't get me an iPod until much later because they like wanted me to be a good person or something. Didn't make me super popular, but I do have a sense of humor.
But it built character.
It did. I mean, Breakaway came out like right as I got my period. So you are very important to me.
Angst you were ready for the angst.
Yeah, you were like the soundtrack to my menstruation.
Oh my God.
Man, it has been so nice being in Nashville, finding out exactly how bad allergies can get. Holy shit. It is rough here. The pollen here is like the Holy Spirit because it's fucking everywhere, and it has been ignoring my prayers all week. I have to be honest, my career is going very well right now. This is the last night of the biggest tour I've ever done. I am filming my third Netflix special tonight, and recently someone was using my name and photos on a dating app. It was me. I was doing it. Nobody wants anybody to have it all. It's when they keep putting out Marilyn Monroe documentaries where they're like, she's actually pretty sad, and we're like, yeah, she fucking was. If someone has their soulmate, you don't want them to have their dream job too. If someone has their dream job, they don't get to be in love on top of that. If someone has their dream job and their soulmate, bare minimum their parents better be divorced. I'd prefer they were an orphan. People get upset when I complain about being young. I had a woman come up to me after a show furious. She's like, you should really appreciate this time of your life because someday you're gonna have a family like me and you're really gonna miss it.
Like, where are your kids buried? Holy shit. I'm just trying to get to my car, ghost of Christmas future. I had a guy on OkCupid send me an emoji as an opening line. Not a cute one, not like a heart or a kissy face or even an eggplant, which is gross, but I get it. He sent me one of these. And I responded, because I was like, I gotta make sure this guy doesn't hurt anybody. So I wrote back and I said, does this work for you? Do people respond because they're confused? Are you negging me? What's happening here? And he goes, well, the way a woman responds to the emoji tells me a lot about her character. And I said, all right, Detective Douche Rocket. What does my response tell you about my character? And he goes, well, it tells me you're really transparent, honesty's super important to you, and you have trouble trusting people. That emoji works. Nothing makes me want kids more than seeing them at pumpkin patches. However, nothing makes me want kids less than seeing them at aquariums. Toddlers in overalls, adorable. Toddlers blocking my views of sea lions, infuriating.
That's so funny because I'll tell you, as a parent, you know who's kind of ruining pumpkin patches? Single women without kids. Because it's a lot of photo shoots at those right now.
We need Hinge photos that show that we're fun and seasonal.
It's been a rough couple years. I got bangs at one point. Shit got dark. I didn't even want bangs. I just needed people to check on me. And it works, by the way. You post a selfie in bangs, everybody's like, fire emoji, you go, girl. Then they text you like, you okay? Here's what I did. I got bangs, and then 2 days later, I did mushrooms for the first time. And as soon as I did those mushrooms, I was like, I should have done these first. Probably wouldn't have gotten these bangs if I forgave myself, huh? But you know what? Having bangs feels exactly like being on mushrooms. The whole time, you're just looking at your friends like, do I look weird? You guys would tell me if I looked weird, right? Is it bad different? Is it not good? You know what? I changed my mind. I don't want to do it. It's too late. It's already happening. Okay, no, I can be this person. A lot of my friends are settling down. Some of them are just settling, period. End of sentence. You guys know those couples? Everyone knows one couple like that, where like one person in the couple is way hotter and cooler than the other person in the couple. I like to call those couples chocolate-covered raisins. Because you're like, sure, you could put those two together if you want. But every time you see them, you're like, chocolate, what are you doing? You could have been with anybody. You could have been with caramel, you could have been with marshmallow, you could have been with peanut butter, who I heard cures depression. And you want to be with Raisin forever? Like, no offense, Raisin, you're great. We love you. Nature's candy. That's you. But you belong with, like, oatmeal. Like, you know that, right? This doesn't feel good, right? Aren't you scared every day that someone's going to come along and suck chocolate right off of you? I love this joke. It's like to feel couples in the audience looking at each other like, am I chocolate or raisin? We're both chocolate, right, babe? We're chocolate-covered chocolate. We're like those little Lindorf guys in the foil, you know? I'm the creamy part and you're the shell because you're so strong, and if you leave me, I'll be a mess. I went to a fundamentalist Christian elementary school in southern Missouri. In the first grade, my teacher pulled me aside one day and lectured me about the skirt I was wearing. She said it was lying to God. And if I loved God, I wouldn't lie to him like that. Who the fuck? What? Do you think God's in heaven like, no more mullets, you need to be party or business, full 360. Stop trying to pull one over on me. Don't stop putting pockets on the inside of your jackets.
I would hate to see God find out about tearaway pants. He'd be rolling over in his grave or whatever, I don't know. Is he dead? I don't know the rules.
Behind the rock.
Oh. No. Oh. Sure. Find the rock.
Sophie didn't grow up religious, so I love explaining shit that I wasn't allowed to do to her. Where I'll be like, yeah, I couldn't watch Rugrats because like Angelica was mean to the babies, and no one here bats an eye because you're like, yeah, of course, we understand. But Sophie thinks it's crazy, so I just love like shocking her with stuff.
I can't even tell if she's like messing with me or not. We'll be like talking about something and she's like, no, we weren't allowed to eat turduckens because Dad said those birds weren't married, so we can't. I'm like, what? What book is that from in the Bible?
It's not even that far off, honestly. I'm so glad I know that I'm bipolar now. I mean, I have the right meds, I got a mood ring, I'm handling it. But when I first found out, it was a very tough pill to swallow, and I've swallowed a lot of pills. Because when you first find out something like that, you're like, oh man, am I gonna tell anybody? Should I tell anybody? And if I do tell people, am I hot and or talented enough to be an inspiration? Like, if I have a thing and someone else has that thing and they find out I have it too, are they gonna feel good or bad with that information? Because when I got diagnosed, they started listing names. They were like, you know who else is bipolar? Selena Gomez. And I was like, that does make me feel better. She is very pretty. Okay, I'll be bipolar. I have to get on a flight at 5 a.m. So I am going to take my meds right now so that they put me to sleep in half an hour. I put them in this pocket. Hold on. It raw in my pocket. That's so gross.
One more time for Taylor Tomlinson, everybody.
It's so funny that I'm making 3,000 people watch me eat a loose pill out of my pocket.
And they are sleeping pills, so if she starts giving too much personal information away, I'm gonna call it. I'm gonna grab the microphone.
No, I'm like, this is fun. She's like, okay.
What's the last biggest red flag you saw on Hinge? He brought his mom on the date? Okay, wait. Where was the date? Was it Color Me Mine? Because if it was Color Me Mine, you were asking for that. Where was the date? It was at the beach? He brought like his whole family. When you showed up, was his whole family there? Oh, he called in reinforcements once you got there. What do you think is worse? Someone, as soon as they see you on a date, just leaving, or calling their entire family and turning it into a barbecue? Which would hurt your feelings more? Was he hot? He was hot. You know what's funny though? Hot people always do the weirdest shit. Because nobody sat them down and been like, I know you're hot, but there are still rules. Was he like Christian? You didn't ask? Sounds like you fucked up. If someone brought their mom to a date, my first question would be like, how close are you to the Lord? Scale from 1 to 10. Was his name like Jedediah? Because then again, I feel like you should have...
I had a list when I was 8. I tell you guys that because no one told me. They pulled me aside a year later at school. Someone's like, Taylor, your teacher thinks you might be struggling with a speech impediment. I'm like, what's a speech impediment? Are you sure you have the right person? Because I'm crushing it out there. And they're like, you didn't do anything wrong. You pronounce your words a little differently. Like you say instead of for your S's. Does that make sense? And I was like, I'm pretty sure I would have noticed if I said instead of hope you find who you're looking for. If you have any follow-up questions, I'll be on the seesaw. Have you guys introduced people you were dating to your parents? It's not about introducing people you love to one another, is it? No. It's about showing your partner why you're mean to them sometimes. It's about taking your sexual partner back to the scene of the crime. To say, see, the stories are true. Because you don't want your partner to like your parents. You want them to walk out of that night going, oh my God. Your parents are just, I know. I I mean, seriously, babe, how did you ever? I don't know. Kind of seems like maybe people should cut me some slack when I'm being a bitch, though, huh? Kind of seems like maybe now that we have all the information, turns out I could be a lot crazier if I wanted. But I keep a lid on it pretty good, and I deserve to stop at Target on the way home. With no time limit. And I want a cart, not a basket. You have to be careful when you introduce people to your parents, though, because your parents don't always show up as your parents, do they? Mine never did. My parents undermined me every single time I brought someone home to meet them. I did everything right. I did the huddle up in the car before we went in, like, hey, remember what I told you? Those people in there, they're not your friends. Whatever they say to you, do not take that personally. It's not about you, it's about them. Do you want to write that on your hand in case you forget? No? You can look at my tattoo if you get scared. Let's do it. And then you go inside prepared for your parents to show their true colors. And your parents float downstairs. And they're just amazing all night. They're like fun, cool, laid back. Your dad's in an open Hawaiian shirt. Just a one-man conga line, topping off drinks, saying all kinds of progressive shit you've never heard him say. You want another beer? We should golf sometime. What are your pronouns again? And you gotta get back in the car later muttering like a conspiracy theorist. Like, that was not, I was there and I know it happened and it was all right. And no one can tell me what didn't happen and I know where it is. While your boyfriend buckles up like, I don't know what you're talking about, babe. Your parents are awesome. And you're like, oh, no, they are not. I don't know who those lizard people were. Well, they are not the ones who broke me. And the next time you see your parents, they're all smug, like, Jason really seemed to like us. You're like, I know what you're doing. Oh, maybe your therapist wants to meet us next, get our side of the story. I cannot wait till you're in the ground. All right, well, we'd like to be cremated. I will scatter your ashes where God can't find them. I'm not sure if I'm allowed to ask this, but is women with mental health issues considered a type? I certainly hope so. My DMs are open, London. I'm not even that like mentally ill anymore because I have all my stuff figured out now.
No, you are.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. I love you. I used to be so creative and nuts, and now I'm just...
You're so creative. You're crazy. Oh. That's you. Crazy girl.
That's you.
Dating me is like whistling. You're like, this is harder than it should be. Looked a lot easier when other people did it. Guys my age, not that careful. I don't know if any of you have tried to get a 20-something dude from a dating app to wear a condom lately, but it's sort of like trying to convince a 5-year-old to put a jacket on over his Halloween costume. It's like, no, you're gonna ruin it. You can't even see it.
Here's my self-checkout segment for this week. If you live in a big city and you drive a lot or you walk a lot or whatever, if you are sad and you want to feel like you're the main character, I recommend listening to the Parent Trap soundtrack. The Parent Trap soundtrack, 1998, is so good. If you're sitting there going, that's the dumbest thing I've ever heard, a soundtrack, Taylor? Yes. Because me and my friend Irene too, a very funny comedian, we rewatched The Parent Trap. And it was so good.
It's so good.
It really holds up.
Yeah.
And if you get a warm drink and you walk around listening to the Parent Trap 1998 soundtrack on a loop, I'm not saying it's going to fix everything. It's certainly not going to make anything worse. And I'm not like a music person who's like, this album will change your life. I'm suggesting a soundtrack that came out when I was 5.
I'm pretty sure you just changed my life. I haven't tried
If this does nothing for anyone but you, that will be enough for me.
I was on a first date with a guy. I realized we both had 3 younger siblings. I said, oh my God, let's text our sibling group chats right now. Ask them what our biggest flaw is. I'm so fun on a first date. I can't believe I'm alone. He texts his brothers, hey guys, what's my biggest flaw? And they write back, works too hard.
cares too much. One of them wrote back dyslexic, which I thought was pretty funny. He couldn't read it, but I could. I text my siblings, hey guys, what's my biggest flaw? And my brother writes back immediately, probably that you expect everyone to hurt you, so you just leave before they can. I was like, dude, I'm on a date right now. He's like, oh, sorry, work's too hard. I thought this was a secure line. Where'd you guys meet? Craigslist? Why are we clapping? Why are we clapping? You should be murdered. Was it for dating specifically? Or was it like, oh, you had a couch and I came to pick it up and our eyes locked? That's a better story? That's not the story? I've never met a single couple that met on Craigslist that wasn't fucking with me. And I know there's people in here right now going, Taylor, these two are fucking with you. If you could see them, you'd know they weren't. These are the two most honest, like, truly, I swear to God, no offense, you look like you sell Bibles. I believe everything you say, which is probably why you went out with, what were you doing on Craigslist, bitch? Craigslist isn't for you. Craigslist is for creepy people with, like, I don't know, like a criminal record and a hook hand. Like, what are you? You and your Sunday best. What, it was they were like personal ads on Craigslist? This is when they were doing the murders? Bitch, they still are. This is when they were doing the murders. When? I'm so mad at you. I guess I didn't take enough risks, and that's why I'm still alone. I don't know, I should have just been hanging out by the river at night. Sorry, I just started believing in God again to be mad at him. I hung out with some girls my own age last week, one of whom told me she's writing a memoir at 23. Yeah, I'm like, maybe start with a pamphlet. I don't know. Yeah, if you're writing a memoir in your 20s, you had better have been murdered. Like, unless you are murdered or you're that chick who got her arm bitten off by the shark and kept surfing, no memoir. You have to earn your autobiography. Did you guys know that some people feel their feelings privately? Have you guys heard about this compartmentalizing bullshit? Some people apparently have these polite little feelings that shuffle up to them during the day, tug on their sleeve, like, hello, excuse me, I need to be felt at some point whenever you get a chance. And you're like, oh my God, well, I'm at work right now. And you're like, oh my God, you're at work? I'm so sorry. Do you have time later? Well, I get off at 6. Okay, like 6:30? Do you have time to feel abandoned and worthless? Okay, 6:30 in the parking lot. It's a date. I love you so much. You're doing a great job at work. Bye. That's never happened to me once. Every feeling I have demands to be felt immediately. Every feeling I have demands its own parade. Every feeling I have just turns into that scene from Aladdin where he's pretending to be a prince. It's like, OMG, Taylor's hungry. This could get dicey. Needs a sandwich. Now she's a bitch. Take it from me. Older guys are just better. They're just better. You never have to ask them to buy Pepto-Bismol. They just have it in the house. They pull it out after dinner like a nightcap. Like, you want some pink juice, baby girl? You're like, yes, they would. Cheers. Older guys don't call you things like cute or hot. They call you things like stunning, gorgeous, shit with syllables. Things that would take a 20-something guy a little while to sound out. And older guys aren't like cute or hot either. You know, they're handsome, distinguished, like old pictures of your grandpa you shouldn't look at too long. You ever find one of those in an old dusty box? You're like, who is that? Oh, that's wrong. Okay. They're not your family in those pictures yet. They're just the past. It is a gray area. I've been thinking a lot about what I want and need in a partner because I travel all the time. I have a weird job where I work at night. If I want to have a family, what I need is a stay-at-home dad. The problem is, I don't want someone who, like,
plans to be a stay-at-home dad. You know those guys who are like, I'd love to be a stay-at-home dad. You just like sit on the floor, smoke weed, eat crumbs. That guy sucks. That guy watches your water break and asks you for a ride to the hospital. The only upside to marrying that dude is he'll never leave the baby in a hot car because he doesn't have one. I need a guy with goals and drive and ambition, and I need him to give all that up to support mine. I need to find a winner and destroy him. I want to say, this is my husband. He used to do this. And I can feel some people pulling back like, oh, Taylor, he's going to resent you. I know. I'm kind of into that. I'm super into it. Because I've dated dudes that don't make as much money as me. Almost exclusively. What up? And one of them really hated it. It made him feel embarrassed and emasculated. And it was, oh, so hot. Oh, my God. I'm like, come here, baby girl. We'll role play. You can be the breadwinner tonight. How does that sound? Yeah, you go right back to making pancakes in the morning. Don't get cocky just because daddy lent you some pants. I had a friend try to convince me of this argument. She goes, you have to try it, Taylor. There is nothing more empowering than just like banging a guy and leaving. I'm like, yeah, there is. Have you ever made a dude's mom love you more than him? Oh, that is power. I still talk to Sheila. So I still do this as a sexually active adult. I pretend I'm not ready to have sex with someone new yet, just to make sure they're a good person first. I call it the gobstopper test. I go, oh, I'm not ready. Is that okay? He's like, totally fine. No worries at all. And I'm like, Charlie, you won! Did it! I knew you could, my boy. Now come inside my chocolate factory. It's all for you. He and I broke up because he cheated on me in my head, and I could not. Sorry, if you loved me, you wouldn't even do it up here. Like, you wouldn't even put yourself in that situation.
You were doing ventriloquism on a mission trip? So you weren't saving people, the dummy was saving people. And how many ventriloquists went on this mission trip? 5 or 6 ventriloquists. I mean, were you part of a church? Okay, or were you just like a group of ventriloquists? And one of you came in and you're like, hey, I have an angle for us to go on tour. You put on shows, or did you just walk around door to door? Say hello to my little friend. He has information about the afterlife. Okay, so you're not a Christian or a ventriloquist anymore. That seems to be for the best. Someone died on the trip? One of the ventriloquists? Yes? Were they older? Or was God like, fucking stop? You're embarrassing me. I'll be honest. If I were God, I'm not. If I were God and I saw a group of ventriloquists go out on my behalf, I'd be like, no, strike one down every day until they cut that shit out. That's not part of my brand, ventriloquism, okay? I did the bush thing one time. One time I talked through the bush. It wasn't some guy named Happy Fuck or whatever they're doing. I had one little run-in with ventriloquism, and then I went, this is dumb, and I stopped. So do you see me talking through bushes anymore? No, because I realized it was lame. Kill another one. I'm sorry. Were they friends of you? Okay. Some of my friends are friends with their exes. I had a friend who just got married and they both invited exes to their wedding, which is so cool. If I was getting married and my fiance was like, I'm gonna invite my ex, I'd be like, oh my God, of course. Invite whoever you want. That being said, it would be like so amazing if I was the only one at our wedding who's fucked you. Like, that would make me feel
like a princess. If we could just... No, I'm just, look, I would just prefer that the something borrowed wasn't your dick. Could we do that? For one day, could we do that? No, go ahead, invite her. But if she's there, the something blue will be your balls. So make a choice. Dating is so awkward, especially dating apps. A dating app date is not a blind date, but it is a nearsighted one, you know? The first date's easy. You get dinner, drinks, that's basic. But then they're like, this was fun. We should hang out again. What should we do? And you're like, well, shit, I'm not a person with hobbies or interests. I'm basically just a stack of frightened possums in a trench coat right now, doing an impression of someone I saw on the street 8 years ago. So then you gotta go home and get online like a loser, like Date Ideas 2023. We could bowl. You ever drive past a bowling alley? Like, at least stay open. Second dates, that's how. We could bowl or mini golf. Is laser tag a real thing? You're just doing shit church youth groups do when they're trying not to touch each other. Just lace up those bowling shoes, my man. You're either gonna commit to me or Christ tonight. Can't finger these holes, you can finger those. Pick your ball. Pick your ball. I wish I was more fun. I wish I partied more. I don't drink, but I have decorated a Christmas tree alone, so I understand why people do. New relationships are awkward because you gotta tell a whole new person what you like in bed, and the only reason you know what you like in bed is because someone else did it to you first. But you can't say it like that, right? You gotta do that cute little tap dance of like, oh, babe, you know what would be so fun? That's never even occurred to me before. You know what your body is inspiring me to do right now? But in your head, you're just like, do it like Craig. Could you just do it how Craig did it every time? Craig didn't do shit right. He did that right, let me tell you. Can we just call him? Can we just call him and ask? It's not a big deal. We're all adults here. Remember when we reset the Wi-Fi router last month? It's just like that, babe. He's just a voice on the phone with the password. That's all he is to me now. No, I did block his number when you asked me to. Of course I did. But when you block a number, your phone kind of just saves it in a different folder. Ooh, some of us are gonna fight in the car. Not everybody knew that. I wasn't allowed to watch Arthur because they sang Believe in Yourself in the theme song. That's the craziest one I've ever heard. Even I was allowed to watch Arthur. That's crazy.
That pisses me off. I love Arthur.
And I wasn't allowed to watch anything. I couldn't watch Powerpuff Girls. I couldn't watch Cat Dog. I couldn't watch Rugrats.
You can watch Cat Dog?
Couldn't watch Cat Dog.
Why?
It's an abomination. You'd think they'd like Cat Dog because there's no genitals,
There's
but...
two less genitals than before
I know,
in Cat Dog.
and they fought. They were mean to each other.
Oh, not cooperative.
Anyone who was mean to each other, you couldn't watch that.
Every day I find out a new thing that Taylor wasn't allowed to do because I wasn't raised religious, and it sounds so insane to me. Like we'll be walking around and she's like, "Yeah, no, we weren't allowed to go skiing growing up because the Bible teaches that the only reason to go up top a mountain is to kill your son." So.
Oh my God. It's not even that far off. I've been single for the last year now, and it has been the most relaxing year of my entire life. It has been lovely waking up every day going, oh, no one's gonna make me cry today but me. The peace, it's lovely. Here's the thing. Being single is not what sucks. Dating is what sucks. And you can opt out of that. Dating is what's shitty. The constant push and pull of hope and disappointment. Dating feels like being a stuffed animal in a claw machine. Like, oh my God, it's happening! No, it's not. Oh my God, here we go. Wow, can't believe I told people. That's embarrassing. And you're just moving me over to get to something else. I understand, I get that. And things change so quickly as you're getting older too. I had a friend, I didn't talk to her for a couple weeks. I called her to catch up. She goes, you'll never guess. I think I met my soulmate on Bumble. Gone, just like that. They're getting married this spring. We were lying in the same pile of stuffed animals for years. I closed my eyes for 2 minutes, and when I opened them, she was outside the glass going, it'll happen for you too! Then I hit puberty and I was like, oh no, I guess God just hates me right now. That's a bummer. That's a joke. God doesn't hate anybody, all right? Not anymore. But have you read the Old Testament? Holy shit. The Old Testament is my favorite Taylor Swift album. It is banger after banger. Just like, you don't believe in me? Snakes! Look what you made me do. I'm a 20-something white woman. Obviously, I'm going to compare T Swift to the Lord, all right? She is the only God I still believe in, all right? I don't see God revamping his old shit, and let's be honest, he probably should, because the people who own it now suck. And if you're sitting there going, Taylor, you should be grateful. I miss my 20s. No, you don't. What you miss is a time in your life where you didn't have a lot of responsibilities because nobody expected anything from you. But do you remember why nobody expected anything from you? Because you sucked. That's what everybody forgets about your 20s. You were garbage. Thinner garbage, but you were garbage. You have no intuition, no instincts, you can't make decisions, only mistakes. That's why you're thin in your 20s. You don't have a gut to listen to yet. There's no mystic bad feeling under your ribs going, hey, maybe don't date a DJ again. Nobody expects me to do shit right. I'm like, what can I bring to the potluck, Nana? She's like, napkins, can you handle that? Dry ones this time. And if they say Starbucks on them, I swear to God, Taylor, go to a Dollar Tree. Stop ruining Easter. But I've been doing a lot of work on myself. You have to work on yourself in your 20s, because if you don't, then you'll turn 30, and all the shitty parts of your personality will solidify, and that'll just be who you are now. Your 20s are an opportunity to fish trash out of the lake before it freezes over. It's like, ooh, what's that? Codependency? Daddy issues? All right, better get all that out of there, because winter is coming. Guys my age, not that careful. I don't know if any of you have tried to get a 20-something dude from a dating app to wear a condom lately, but it's sort of like trying to convince a 5-year-old to put a jacket on over his Halloween costume. It's like, no, you're gonna ruin it. You can't even see it. I am halfway through my 20s and I am done with this shit. Oh my God, I'm sick of my 20s. You have no intuition, no instincts. That's why you're thin in your 20s. You don't have a gut to listen to yet. There's no mystic bad feeling under your ribs going, hey, maybe don't date a DJ again. So when I was younger and I was waiting, I would tell guys, I'm not ready to have sex yet. Is that okay? And anytime guys were really cool about that decision, that just made me want to have sex with them more. The hottest thing you can say to a girl is, hey, we don't have to do anything. Now we do. So I pretend I'm not ready to have sex with someone new yet, just to make sure they're a good person first. I call it the gobstopper test. I go, oh, I'm not ready, is that okay? He's like, totally fine, no worries at all. And I'm like, Charlie, you won! And I looked at my friends and I was like, I mean, I have money. I'm sorry, is it your birthday? Seems like a big ask for a random Tuesday. Can I ask you a question? How do you want to die?
Like, on a roller coaster? Like if it was fun?
You want to die on a roller coaster? Like Final Destination?
No, like having fun.
You want to die on a roller coaster having fun? Okay, so just you want to die at an old age on a roller coaster having fun. Are you single? No? You're engaged? Yes. That's incredible because your standards are so high. You're like, I want to be old, I want to be having fun, and I don't want to see it coming. Wow. Okay, how do you think you're going to die?
like a driver.
That was so real. That was so real. How do you want to die? On a roller coaster. How are you going to die? Oh, on the highway. Absolutely. So she gets about halfway down. Everybody's like, she's an angel. She's beautiful. She looked okay. And you ever go to a wedding like, huh, that's your best. Interesting. So don't be scared. Let it resonate with you. So anyway, I've been trying to figure out if I'm bisexual or if I just binged Euphoria too fast. Because I've been trying to date women, but it is so hard. I don't know how to get women to like me. I know how to get men to like me. That's easy. You just trick them. You just wait until they kind of like you, and then you're like, you don't like me. And they're like, yeah, I do. And you're like, no, you don't. And they're like, yeah, I do. And you're like, no, you don't. And they're like, yeah, I do. And you just do that until they get you pregnant, I think. You just have to turn it into a fun challenge for them. Like, bet you can't spend the rest of your life with me. And they're like, fucking watch me, you bitch. It's like when you ask a kid to take out the trash and they're like, no. And you're like, I'll time ya. And he's like, and you're like, see, you didn't even think you wanted to do that. He's like, who cares? I'm the fastest boy alive. Hitting on women is so much harder. It feels so much more delicate. Like, hitting on a woman feels like trying to skip a stone on a lake. Hitting on a man feels like throwing a brick through a window. I'm like, I don't even really care. I just want to see what happens. I'm not going to live here, right? I might be sexist. I'm hearing it now as I'm talking. I think I'm sexist because when a man rejects me, I'm like, this idiot. But when a woman rejects me, I'm like, she probably knows what she's talking about.